According to several news,
Justin Bieber has reportedly...
Hey, so while we're talking about dolphins...
So Kanye West is officially banned from the internet.
Listen, man, set the shit up so I understand what's going on. Stop talking to me like I've been here and I know what's happening. Like explain it to me so I know what to do and I can match your energy.
What do you mean, Kevin Hart? You've already been here multiple times. You've had past lives on this earth. You can't remember? You don't remember? You just gotta sync up, buddy. You gotta turn into a goon. That's the only way. What is he, an awakened celebrity that doesn't know the things? Come on now. Come on now. They're all in the same... Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, how awakened are you? I just want to know. Hey, I have some more creepy, weird, strange for you page content. Let's get right into it.
Let's go to the mountain. How much does a smile cost? If you give somebody a smile, how much does it cost to hold the door open for somebody? How much does it cost to buy somebody a coffee behind you who doesn't know, and he drives up and the woman says, oh, the guy ahead of you paid for your coffee. How much random acts of kindness, that's what makes the world go around.
Yeah, but then you're at the coffee store and you're like, I didn't even come here for the coffee. I just wanted a donut. And then it's like, no, but sir, someone paid for the coffee, so you're going to have to... No, sorry. Do the act of kindness. Build up the good karma. Build up the good karma. One of the best ways is interactions. Oh, wait, that's for later.
Did China find an island with live dinosaurs? According to several news sources, yes. And thanks to TikTok, this story is finally getting out, baby cakes. A Chinese whistleblower has come out with the Dinosaur Island story. And as weird as it sounds, it wouldn't surprise me with all the freaky stuff going on in the world. But the only way to be sure is if somebody goes there and checks it out for themselves. I ain't going to Dinosaur Island. No. Shabadoo.
I want to go to Dinosaur Island. We're going to have that. We're going to add it to the Goon Expedition. That's the only way. It's a stop. It's a stop right before we get to the Goonland. We're going to have to figure it all out.
Do you want to see some photos of the Earth taken just yesterday? There she is. These 11 photos were taken yesterday, and in them you can see some really cool swirling cloud patterns. Now do you want to see the moon's butt? There she is. This is the moon passing between the satellite that took these photos and the Earth, and it's weirdly bright because it's actually completely illuminated. That's the far side of the moon. These were taken by a satellite called the Discover satellite, which stands for Deep Space Climate Observatory, so its main goal isn't taking pretty pictures of Earth, but it's a great perk. The satellite is 1 million miles away from us, between us and the sun. So as Earth orbits the sun, so does this satellite. It doesn't orbit us, which means from its angle, it can always see the sunlit part of the Earth, and sometimes the moon. It's very important that the satellite is here because the sun is getting more active and sometimes it hurls things at us, and that stuff can harm the electric grid and other satellites. Solar particles reach this satellite about an hour before they reach Earth, which means this spacecraft can provide 15 to 60 minutes of advanced warning before a coronal mass ejection hits us. That's enough time to make some really important decisions. The satellite is run by NOAA, which is like the Earth version of NASA, and it's one of my favorites, and every single day you can see updated photos of Earth, including really cool ones like this one of the total solar eclipse.
Wait, so this isn't even from NASA? This is some other agency that's like, hey, we put a satellite up there? Oh my god, they're all lying. Oh, at the same time, where was the structures on the far side of the moon? That didn't seem right. That didn't seem right. I feel like there was CGI at play. 1 million miles away, and the satellite, this is what we get? Really? It's that clear? You can see Africa that clear? Where was all the other... I have many questions. Something's not adding up here. But I'm sure some of you guys are going to be like, makes 100% sense. But to me, I have questions.
This one's scarier. This dude, half Native American, was like riding his horse, and he was on this road in the middle of nowhere. The horse started like acting weird, and then in the woods next to him, you hear a "Hey!"
In the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, and the horse just like turns around, and starts running.
The Skinwalker, dude.
And I got the audio if you want to hear it.
No, I don't.
Please. Yeah, we have to hear it.
No.
Ugh.
What? He went back to the thing where the cows were, and then you hear like talking in the woods, and he like did the light, and there was just like a dark shadow figure just like standing out there. What? It's scary.
Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, we're being thankful that that's not in our backyard. Anyways, Blurry Creatures, they talked to a Navajo ranger. He talks about skinwalkers. He told a story. There's this couple. They got home. There was a fox-looking creature. He shot it, and it went behind this rock, went to grab its foot, and as he's pulling it, it turned into a human leg. But he's like, I know who it was. Once they are confronted, they die in 3 days. And so he died in 3 days after they went to his home.
What do you say to him? I know what you are.
That's what you do.
Then run for 3 days.
Wait, so what does that mean? Like the werewolf went and hunted him and it took him 3 days? Like that's what happens when you confront the werewolf? Or was it not a werewolf? It was a wolf thing that just turned into... I'm thinking like werewolf, right? You're going to have to carry that silver bullet. Is werewolf silver bullet or is that the wooden stake one? I think it's silver bullet, right? There's all kinds of things. It must be. Like where else would that legend come from? Oh, silver's the thing. Wooden is the thing. They must be originated from something. They must have existed at some point.
You know, I'll grant you one piece of American exceptionalism. Because only in the United States of America is it easier to survive staging a coup than it is going to elementary school. So... I guess you got that going for you. Which is pretty nice.
Wait, what? I don't understand. I mean, is this a reference to January 6th? But that was like what? That was just the populace just trying to overthrow. Okay, interesting. I mean, what I take away from this is this could happen to any country. It's not just America. Like anyone can get a coup or a military operation of sorts and just overthrow and say they're the new government and see what happens. And then boom, civil... Hey, it happens all the time. We'll see what the next one is.
You can literally build muscle without lifting a single finger. No gym, no weights, just your mind. I know it sounds quite impossible, but scientists proved that back in 2003. So they split 30 healthy people into 3 groups. Group 1, they were instructed to visualize flexing their little finger without actually doing it. Group 2, same thing, but visualize flexing their elbow. Group 3 did absolutely nothing. And after just 12 weeks of daily mental workouts, the little finger group, their strength increased by 35%. The elbow group 13.5%, again without touching a single weight, and the control group, of course, nothing changed. But how? Because your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. When you vividly visualize something, your brain fires up the exact same neural pathways as if you were physically doing it. And if your mind can build muscle through imagination, what else could you change? Your habits, your fears, your entire life. The limit is not your body, it's your mind.
Oh my God, I'm going to have to try this. I'm going to start thinking that I'm running a marathon every day and just be exhausted and see, what would that mean if I'm doing cardio? So I should start losing weight, right? They told me to lose some weight. They're like, hey, Daddy, listen, you gotta lose some weight. I'm like, damn it. All right, well, maybe I don't have to go to the gym. I just got to do the thinking. Just keep thinking and don't be eating. Never mind. Hey, remember that thing for later? Yeah, it's that time. Hey. You're a goon. You gotta do the goon things. Other goons did the things before you, and now it's your turn to do the things. So that way we can find the other goons just like you. Hey, do the interactions. Help us out. Grow the goon gang. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, pal. Trust me. You want to be a goon. Goon is the way. Hey, I appreciate you. Love you. Thanks for interacting. Let's keep it going.
Something is about to drop. Get the butter ready for the popcorn. And who monitors and notices this type of thing? People have way too much time on their hands. First Scooter Braun, and now Usher? Justin Bieber has reportedly unfollowed his former mentor, and he's also a longtime friend. 30-year-old music superstar's follower list no longer includes the Yeah singer Usher, 46. However, Usher still follows Justin Bieber. Well, this development has everyone talking. Like, what they do to Bieber? I'm pretty sure this has turned into a Hollywood nightmare that was originally sold to him as a dream. This sounds like a social media shakeup if I've ever heard one before. And this all follows after his announcement of a comeback this year. The rumors are that Usher served him on a platter to the diddler. I know Justin Bieber has some stories to be told, and I hope one day he gets to tell them.
I feel like he is going to be able to tell them. He's in the diddler things, right? There's supposedly could be on the tapes and he's one of the things that did the deposition. We don't know. We're all speculating. Hopefully all this news comes out and we actually figure everything out. But right now everything's like what ifs. But also I do know I've seen other videos where Justin just like unfollows people and it's like the news, and then he could be doing it on purpose as well. This could be a thing, just to stir up the paparazzi and stuff. It's a thing.
Hey, so while we're talking about dolphins, back in the 60s, the Navy developed the U.S. Navy Marine Mammal Program, where they literally teach dolphins and sea lions how to dive deep and find underwater bombs or apprehend unwanted swimmers in the area. They actually put them in charge of guarding naval bases sometimes. Like back in the Vietnam War, they put a pod, so 5 dolphins, in charge of guarding this ammunitions bay in Vietnam. Could you imagine if you were fighting in that war and you were swimming up on that bay like, yeah, I'm finna fuck shit up, and then a dolphin apprehend you? That's an upper hand, babe. That's more than an upper hand. You got the ocean on your side. Because back in 2003, we used a dolphin again named K-Dog to swim through the Persian Gulf and find underwater mines that might blow up. And they weren't just using these dolphins for offense either. They used them for defense too. They would strap bombs to these dolphins and send them off to the enemy. Here, look, this is Operation Oxygas. I don't really know how they said it. But look at the dolphins with the explosive strapped to them, swimming away, going to an enemy sub or an enemy ship. And see how secret is scratched out? This was a actual CIA project that they worked in conjunction with the Navy, part of this marine mammal program. You know what I'm saying? Wild.
What is with all this dolphin content I've been getting? I opened some weird rabbit hole. First they're making love with the dolphins, now the dolphins are secret spies. The dolphins are smarter than us, it sounds like. I feel like the dolphins are the aliens in the water. We just haven't found the ones with the spacesuits and the UAPs. We got these other dolphins that are just the messengers. Oh boy. Hey, at least we know that we can train them. Like, who's the Aquaman in the government that's like, hey, dolphin, do this? Like, somebody's telling them, it's like they don't just do it by themselves. Though there are those dolphins that help fishermen, and like they get the fish into the nets, and then the fishermen give them half the catch, and then the dolphins are happy with that and just keep doing that. Oh, sorry, I've been getting a lot of dolphin content. I'm now quite down the dolphin hole. The blowhole? Wait, sorry, we're gonna keep it going.
Something is following me, and I can't tell what it is.
Brother, you're about to die. I'm just kidding. It's a fisher cat, which isn't actually a cat, and apparently they don't even fish because the naming guy had a stinker. Like the guy that named a not an eel, or a not a shrimp, and it's not a badger, but a honey badger. Speaking of honey badger, they pull up to the same family reunion, and as a mustelid, they're also related to otters and weasels. The fisher cat, not to be confused with the fishing cat that's also real, is basically a travel-sized Wolverine. And don't let the feral ferret fool you. They've been known to run fades with lynxes and win. It's also proven that they'll pass tense a porcupine and live to do it again. And yeah, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were. This is what one about to catch a body looks like. Brother, my guy, you are getting hunted. And just kidding again. He's just being curious. Say that, cuz if he was really on timing, you would not be seeing him. Might hear him though. If you've ever been in the woods and heard the sounds of a woman getting escorted off the census, chances are you just heard a fisher family. Or at least that's what I thought. Apparently fishers don't make that much noise in general, and the scream thing is probably a myth. And the more I know. Another myth is that they snatch children. While I'm sure someone in the history of mankind's gotten folded by a featherweight Wolverine, they usually avoid people, so you probably did something to deserve it. So yeah, the cameraman's in no danger, and that's not a fisher or a cat, but it's somehow both. But if the fisher's not a screamer, what is this?
It's an awful sound.
Bro, that better be a fisher cat. Like, why are you sitting there recording? Go investigate. At the same time, do you want to investigate? What if you get attacked? And it's like, don't want the rabies. I don't want to get attacked. Yo, these things unalive. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not exploring. Don't go into the woods. Don't go into the woods.
The health insurance companies did this to themselves. They spent decades putting out propaganda to justify their practices instead of addressing American frustrations. For years, health insurance companies in the US have pushed the narrative that their practices are necessary, all while the German healthcare system exists. First, they said that denying claims saves money for everyone. Claim denials rose by 31% in the last 2 years alone. Yet health insurance premiums kept going up and their profits soared. They framed their decisions about medical necessity as a way to provide people with options and making sure that hospitals and doctors were in check. Even while Germans are seemingly more limited in their choice of insurance provider, that doesn't lead to less coverage. Medical insurers are operating under strict national guidelines about what constitutes medically necessary care. Then they claim that their complicated appeals process is about protecting the system. Appeals take forever, and you have to send in things certain ways, and you have to do... The German system requires that a decision be made in 3 weeks, otherwise they pay automatically. US insurers made it so complicated that only 0.2% of denials were ever appealed. German patients can appeal for free and then, if necessary, take it to social court without legal costs. All of these necessary US practices leave people with medical debt. Over half of bankruptcies are tied to it. All while they just perpetuated this idea that the patient needs to plan better. And they act surprised when the public's anger gets to this breaking point. This kind of healthcare system, though, does not have to exist. And simultaneously, there exist healthcare systems, like in Germany, that protect patients and aren't putting out a bunch of lies to protect profits.
Guys, sounds like everyone needs to move to Germany or Canada. Oh, Canada's got the free healthcare. Go wherever you want. Buddies, who's going to be the ones that's going to be still here trying to change the system or fix the system and continue to be here? Yeah, the rest of us. We don't got the funds to go to Canada. They won't let me into Germany. There's many things. But at the same time, we got to figure out our own mess, and best way to do it is to work with the system so we can change the system. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why they got the whole government set up. They say, hey, we got to get it passed the House, past the Senate, past everybody. Yeah. First past me. I'm going to be the one. We're going to change the things. Hopefully.
You know how the government said that there are UFOs, UAPs coming from out of the ocean? And people are like, oh, the aliens are coming. Well, if they're in the ocean and they're shooting out of the ocean going towards the sky, doesn't it sound more plausible that they're leaving? And you're like, why are they leaving? Well, have you ever heard of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth? The Atlantean Priest King? Like, it's part of the Anunnaki family. He's Enki's son. I've been seeing some interesting things with a telescope, and if anyone has a decent one, you know what I'm talking about. So let's cover the basis. Why would they be leaving if, hypothetically, they're leaving, right? In the Emerald Tablets, there is a specific passage that says that all of those that have transgressed upon men will be punished. And it says, gods and men alike. So if that's the case, you know how a lot of us think that there are alien or demonic possessions going on and people get possessed and everything? So, if the Anunnaki, the chief deities, are returning, and it does coincide with the 3,650-year orbit that it does around the sun, it does coincide that they should be here anywhere from 10 years ago to now. If what Thoth left in the Emerald Tablets is true, then the deities that have been on Earth committing these crimes against humanity will...
Yeah, they'll be punished if they return, right? Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that's basically what they wrote on the tablets. Hey, listen here, lady, I'm still waiting. They're still not coming back. So I feel like Goontime Land, probably not. We're not going to see them. I'm sorry. They already had their time, and they probably got a reset, and they're like, we can't go back. We actually forgot how to go into space. Yeah, you don't know. We don't know. And also, those aliens in the water, are those just the dolphins again? I swear. Damn dolphins always trying to escape the water. Hey, they also leave the water. They also return in the water. There's also submersible UAPs, so gotta look into it. Maybe they ain't escaping. Maybe they just doing the things, gathering the information, returning to home base to then plot.
If you look online and put Yggdrasil, the world tree of Norse mythology, you'll see a really great image that comes up that shows the tree, shows the Middle Earth, it shows the sky world in the upper branches of the tree, it shows the lower world going down into the roots, and surrounding it all, you have the Midgard serpent, and you have an ocean beyond that. This is, in many ways, exactly what many ancient cosmologists talk about, that this cosmic ocean, which was known as the primordial chaos, or the primordial void, existed prior to the coming into being of the physical universe. And it's often said that the being responsible for this took the form of a snake or serpent, which became a world-encircling serpent.
A world-encircling serpent, like a Leviathan type thing? And then we have people... Sorry, wait, this is a tree map? So, like, we're not on a flat or round object? We're just on a tree of worlds? Hey, how do I hop branches? I'm trying to get to the other ones. I want to see what Asgard's like. I just want to know who's going to be the one that navigates the wall with me. Oh boy, we're all going on that expedition. You stop it.
So Kanye West is officially banned from the internet, and they're even taking down his music? Oh, let me explain. So Kanye West, after the whole Yeezy and Adidas incident, he lost his billionaire status, and then he regained his billionaire status and became the richest music artist in the world. But as of yesterday, he might have just ruined his entire existence. So Kanye, after going absolutely berserk on Twitter, decided to do a Super Bowl commercial, which was truly insane. He paid for a commercial just to submit an iPhone video of him showing off his brand new teeth and then saying go to Yeezy.com. And then he removed everything from Yeezy.com except for this one t-shirt that he just dropped. And I'm not allowed to show this shirt anywhere on social media, but if you look for it, you can find it. And he strategically dropped this shirt right around the Super Bowl so everybody's attention would be on it. And Shopify, the platform that he runs his website on, currently shut down his website. Yeezy.com is now nowhere on the internet. And now Spotify, Apple Music, and all streaming platforms are threatening to remove Kanye's music from their platform. So you will not be able to listen to Kanye West music. So basically Kanye's plan all along backfired, but I think Kanye wants this because he's previously mentioned in the past that he wants to drop his own music on his own website and you have to pay for it. And he tried to put the Vultures album on the stem player to where you had to buy this device to listen to the album. And he said that he made 2.2 million on the stem player, which could have had the Vultures album on it. And he said that would have taken over 500 million streams on streaming platforms for his music. So it seems like this is what he wants. He's like canceling himself, but he wants to be canceled because he thinks it's gonna make him more money. I don't know. You guys let me know what you...
Bro, he's big brain, bro. He was a billionaire at one point, right? With the Adidas thing. Maybe this is a big brain move and he like makes his own streaming platform and he's the new Vivo of YouTube or something. I don't know. But do what? You would only get Kanye music there? What? He becomes a new music label or something? Doesn't he already have a music label? Is he signed to a music? I have many questions, but I can't figure this guy out. He's definitely out there. I enjoy his music, but the artist has gone crazy.
Every time I say gorillas share 98% of our DNA, y'all either call me an idiot, an atheist, or a monkey. Well, I'm gonna prove it. With funny. This is Hauko the gorilla. You see, Hauko had a problem. He's a proud father of 4 who loves nothing more than to play with his children. Because it's actually scientifically proven that gorillas find the nurturing, child-raising males more attractive and not really the aggressive bully types. Hauko knows ball, but the problem was his baby mama wasn't always too eager to have the 500-pound silverback handle such a tiny baby. So in all of Hauko's infinite gorilla wisdom, he came up with a solution. He kidnapped her. Repeatedly. Really gonna tell me you don't see the 98, bro? Even tried to knock over the crate as a diversion. Also, I just want to point out all that movement, yet the baby remains still. That's perfect form. He's done this before. Hauko would do this with all his children, proving my scientific theory correct. This a game to him. I mean, just peep the 500 pounds of primate swerve in that corner. Whoa. And if you still don't believe the hype, Hauko also has a brother, Shabani, and Shabani has been trying to get the attention of his crush for years with no luck. So one day he decided to just go for it. And you're watching it happen. Gorilla or not, we've all been him at some point. Yo, I got a girl and I still be on this. I will say this though, it went a lot better than his first attempt. God bless you, Shabani. And fun fact, Shabani would go viral for boosting ticket sales because women genuinely found the gorilla attractive. No, I'm not kidding. They were calling him Gorilla George Clooney. No comment. And if you're still not convinced, I challenge you to watch this video and think otherwise. Please. The more you know.
I'm scared. I would never be caught with the gorilla. I just feel like they would just like destroy me. Aren't they herbivores? Yeah, they probably wouldn't eat me, but like they would definitely destroy me. Like Smash, like Donkey Kong Smash. Sorry. What? I'm thinking about games now. Interesting. I didn't know that they had such personality. I really liked the way that the gorilla ran while holding the baby. It kept very steady. It's like steady hands. Maybe it could play Operation. Maybe it can become a doctorate. Sorry. I have many things I can envision.
The shift will be experienced by all humans together, but because starseeds are already incarnated from races from higher densities and dimensions, ascension is primarily for the benefit of Earth native souls. Reincarnation on Earth will end completely at the shift, and native soul humans will no longer experience sickness or physical death ever again. There are more starseeds incarnated now than ever before, because souls have visited Earth throughout the centuries, as well as new visitors are coming in to experience the shift from the human perspective. Following the shift, starseeds will live in Sheen for as long as they like. Many will continue to assist Earth as ambassadors or teachers. Some will explore space with Galactic Federation as new junior members. All humans will become reacquainted with all the souls who were family in past lives.
Yo, I'm ready. Let it happen. Is it soon? When is it gonna happen? What if it doesn't happen? How long are we gonna have to wait? I have many questions.
The Rockefeller dynasty, one of the richest families in America, and they are oil tycoons. They made their fortune in the petroleum industry in the late 19th century and early 20th century. And the two brothers that made most of this money was John D. Rockefeller and William A. Rockefeller. But for me, John D. Rockefeller is the patriarch. This is him when he was younger. And this is him when he was a young man. This is his wife, and in the middle is his heir. The women in the Rockefeller family only got an allowance. They never held any power. The power always remained to the male heirs. Their family originates in Germany, which I find fascinating. There are so many elite families that originate in Germany. They originated in Rhineland, Germany. It was a small village. Their family moved to America in the 18th century. Now, although their origins are Germanic, a lot of them have ancestry that are Scottish and Irish. Some of them were Protestant, others were Baptist, and some were even Episcopalians. Something very interesting is that the combined wealth of the families, or the money that each one has and earns, it's all private. Even the individual wealth of each member. Very private, very top secret. The records of family archives are closed to researchers. There is no way of knowing how much.
Wait, what? Like, we just assume that they have money now, and because we'll never know the actual amount. I mean, they've been keeping this dynasty for quite some time. The children's for the next hundreds of generations are set. I feel like, hey, you're part of the family, you set. Oh boy, what do you do? Marry into it? But then how are you gonna get invited to those parties? Oh boy. And then what? Do they have crazy arranged marriages in order to Sorry, I have many questions. How do they keep the... I have many questions. How do they keep the wealth in the family? Interesting.
He's a 10 out of 10, but when you ask him, do you want to go get a sweet treat or some ice cream or something? He's like, no, that's okay. I don't want any, but I'll take you to get some. I can't breathe. No. Are you joking me? What are you calling me, fat?
You're a child. Anyway, let's go to your comment section. All right, so first up we have Sophia, who is very clearly training for the Victim Olympics. She specializes in accountability avoidance. She was originally training for jumping to conclusions, however she didn't qualify. Although married women have way too much experience on her. Next up we have Vi. Oh, the sisterhood. Bitch, bye. I understand mild mental retardation more now than I ever have. We literally just did a video about it 2 weeks ago. So the only hood you're a part of is the victimhood of the traveling pants. Get out of here. Lastly, we have Soba. Makes me so mad. Ooh woo. Let's take a look at your account, shall we? And just so we're clear, Gojo would think you're annoying. Well, he would have. Sukuna really said Suk on his dick, and now he's no longer with us. Spoiler alert. He's literally only going for you. He loves you, you giant fucking children. Goodness. Merch links in bio. Okay, bye.
Man, I was gonna say, that was nice that he still wanted to take you out there. I don't like donuts, but I know Emily enjoys donuts. I'd be like, hey, you want to stop at Dunkin', get you a donut? Yeah. It just doesn't mean anything. It's just a nice gesture. Why can't it just be a nice gesture? Oh boy, we're gonna do one more.
I thought I'd try and summon up some new season searching luck with some of my favourite finding moments of the last year. I can see hallmarks. That's got to be a diamond ring. I'm glad I said hello to that magpie behind us. Definitely giving me the luck today. Quite an unexpected find and a scene I won't forget in a hurry. He jumped out of my skin. Colour, gorgeous ink. I've never seen one in this shape, even an aqua, so it's just glowing in the sun. Last weekend I found the very cool shape of, a rusty lump, but it was unmistakable. It could only be an Adele latchkey, and it had been on my bucket list, my rusty bucket list, for years. Such an unusual shaped key. Now you can make out the first name Robert and the town of Frome, 1793. Just seen something down here, and actually it scared me a bit. I can't really quite believe what I think I'm looking at. Wow, this is going to be a first. So, not so. Really heavy. bloody holding a sword.
Wait, what the heck? Like, I have questions. Like, what if that sword was used in a crime or something, and that's why they threw it into the... Sorry, this is not what this is about. Hey, pretty cool you found a sword. Wow, I've never seen this type of, like, scavenging for things. Is there a word for this? Is this like magnet fishing, but not magnet fishing? You're just using a pitchfork of sorts to go through? I mean, like, what if there's sharp objects? I don't know. Maybe you just stick with the magnet fishing, but then can you get jewelry like that? Well, the jewelry's don't stick magnets, right? Oh boy. I mean, at least it's a hobby. At least you had fun. I also was quite impressed. I didn't realize the way that we were seeing the underneath the water was like that weird, like, Petri dish glass thing. That seems crazy. I thought you had, like, the camera in the water or an underwater camera. That's how we got the footage. But that is wild. That's how you navigate through. This is an interesting hobby. Like, what happens once you're done with one river? You just go to another river and keep doing it? Do many people do this, that they eventually, like, all the good stuff's gone and all you got is the... Sorry. Hey, guess what? You made it to the end. Hey, how'd you do? There was a lot. I understand. There always is a lot. But hey, you're not a lot. I can handle you. And that's what matters, because you're a goon. Hey, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.